Wisconsin voters on Tuesday will choose a new justice for the state Supreme Court in what has broken records as the most expensive judicial race in U.S. history. The multi-million-dollar campaign has emerged as a referendum on Donald Trump's presidency and the popularity of the dramatic government cuts led by billionaire Elon Musk. Groups tied to the Tesla founder have spent $21 million to elect the conservative candidate Brad Schimmel and defeat liberal contender Susan Crawford.
Control of the court in the state is up for grabs. There are 3 liberals and 3 conservatives, and this seat will decide whether the state has a liberal or conservative majority. And it's become kind of a referendum on the Trump administration.
Barry Burden is a political science professor at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
People are thinking about what's going on in Washington. Elon Musk has become involved in the race here, voluntarily putting millions of dollars into the campaign on Brad Schimmel's behalf. And so it's become partly a judgment, I think, on whether the public wants to continue with what Trump is doing, and he's building on the momentum of his victory last year, or whether Democrats and others are putting up resistance and asking the country to change direction.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court is likely to render crucial decisions on statewide abortion rights, union rights, and congressional redistricting. It could determine critical voting rules for the 2026 midterm elections and the 2028 presidential race, when Wisconsin is again poised to be a battleground. Trump carried the state by less than a percentage point in November. More than $90 million has been spent, according to a tally by New York University's Brennan Center for Justice. The race is technically nonpartisan, but has divided along clearly partisan lines. Schimmel is a county judge and former Republican state attorney general. He has supported Donald Trump's false claims about election fraud, endorsed Trump's efforts to overturn his 2020 election defeat, and has won Trump's endorsement.
I don't control who decides to support my campaign.
About $50 million has come in from Schimmel's campaign or groups backing him, compared with $40 million for his rival, Crawford.
Let me first hand out 2 $1 million checks in appreciation.
Schimmel has benefited from more than $18 million in spending by 2 super PACs affiliated with Elon Musk, and Musk himself donated $3 million to the state Republican Party.
I have groups on the outside that are helping my campaign, and I'm grateful for them helping to spread the message, but I don't control what they do, and I've made no promises to any of them.
I think it really comes down to wanting to have judges who they can count on to defend the Trump administration's positions. And that we don't.
Susan Crawford, also a county judge, says she believes Trump was trying to secure a state Supreme Court that won't stand in the way of his agenda.
I think he wants judges he can control, and he has found one in Brad Schimmel.
Musk's spending in Wisconsin underscores his willingness to wield his political influence even in statewide races. He says he got involved in the race because he's concerned that a liberal majority might redraw Wisconsin's congressional map, which could potentially swing the balance of power in the entire House of Representatives. But some Democrats say Musk has a monetary incentive. Tesla sued Wisconsin in January over a law barring car manufacturers from opening dealerships. That case could eventually reach the state Supreme Court. Crawford says Musk's entry into the contest galvanized her own supporters to contribute.
I think that they just were extremely disturbed to see Elon Musk wading into a state judicial race and trying to buy a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and just thought, enough's enough of this. So I think that that has been, kind of helpful in helping us to counter some of that funding, the millions and millions that Elon Musk is spending, because there are good people all over the country that care about these things.